The volume of bikers we're seeing is such a huge opportunity.
The trail network is phenomenal.
It's just jumping, and it's jumping as a mountain bike resort.
Tweed Valley Trails Association in particular is a big success story.
My name is Scotty Loughlin. I'm a professional mountain biker, and together with Developing Mountain Biking in Scotland, we have produced a series of films to support businesses in areas across Scotland where mountain bike tourism is growing. These films are designed to showcase the facilities on offer, highlight the opportunities available to businesses, helping them to capitalise on this growth and diversify their offer to better cater for this market while securing return visits and repeat bookings. In this film, we visit the Tweed Valley.
So my name's Ed Shute. I work for Developing Mountain Biking in Scotland, and I'm based in the Tweed Valley.
What are the trails like here in the Tweed Valley?
So many different types of trails here. It's just what makes the area so great. So I've got a 3-year-old who's just learning to pedal his bike, and he has a great time on Burn Baby Burn, just up at Glen Tress. And you've got that offer through to kind of elite. So we've got guys like Reece Wilson training here and riding here at the high end of the sport. Everyone's kind of finds something here to ride, and I think that's what's great. So you've got big epics in the hills, and then we've got gravel riding as well, which is really starting to take off here. So we've got some businesses really looking to exploit the vast kind of untapped gravel trails and tracks around the area.
And over the past couple of years, how has it actually grown as a mountain bike destination?
There's been a lot of work going on. Tweed Valley Trails Association in particular is a big success story, I think, of the area. It's not just the riding. We see the feedback from people that they want to have good food, they want to have good drinks. So that whole kind of offer around the trails is really important as well. I think you don't want to stay somewhere and not want to go out, and there's not good food, there's not good things to do and see as well. So yeah, the whole package really.
And why should local businesses actually welcome mountain bikers?
The volume of bikers we're seeing is such a huge opportunity. If you're not getting into that market, and you can, then I think there's a real missed opportunity. And it's great to see so many people coming up with these really interesting ideas to diversify and accommodate bikers. I think mountain bikers can sometimes be a little bit nervous, the muddy, the wet, they don't want to make a mess. And I think a lot of businesses here have got that, and they make it easy for those wet, muddy bikers to come in and feel welcome. So things from blankets on laps to bike locks outside, signs saying bikers welcome even, it's little pictures of bikes in the windows. It's just that buzz that we have here, I think, is really getting better and better. So bikers know they can go there and they don't have to worry or stress about leaving a little bit of mud on the floor. So yeah, embracing it and telling people they're welcome is really, really good to see.
We've heard from Ed that being welcoming and understanding mountain bikers' needs is a key to encouraging them to visit and support local businesses. Let's talk to a cafe that has diversified to welcome mountain bikers and hear what changes they've made to accommodate them.
My name's Ben Ditchburn. I'm the farm owner and manager at Capiston Farm in the Tweed Valley, and we've seen ourselves diversifying, as many farmers have, into supporting and catering for the mountain biking community.
And what facilities do you have for mountain bikers?
The main one that we supply is food and drink in our cafe, the Capiston Coffee Shop.
And when mountain bikers come to the coffee shop, what are they looking for?
Hydration and carbs. So they eat a lot of cake, they drink a lot of coffee. We also offer free water as well. A lot of people fill up, the camel packs and things like that when they're here. I think people appreciate that, something for free.
And what's so great about welcoming mountain bikers?
Well, it's boosted the turnover of the business.
And what was it that you saw that triggered that thought that you should actually welcome the mountain bikers?
The penny dropped for me when I could see that mountain biking technology and knowledge had got to the point where people were getting the same sort of buzz that I used to get when I used to ski back in the day. People were coming down absolutely elated, on an adrenaline high, and I thought, why don't we service this just like you would in a ski resort with après-ski or cafes during the day. These people need a break, somewhere where they can talk about the adventures they've had up on the hill.
What is it that they bring, and do they actually change the atmosphere of the cafe?
It's always gratifying and pleasant to come into the farmyard and there's a lot of happy people on a buzz. It gives them that kind of holiday atmosphere. But I think as well, that sense of excitement and danger people have been through, it gives that special sort of feel. It's a nice buzz, it's a nice vibe, and it sits alongside our traditional customers who are quite happy to see the young folks and the mountain bikes covered in mud.
And what advice could you give to other local business owners about actually being able to welcome those mountain bikers?
I think it's about seeing a new opportunity. And all you have to make is reasonable accommodations. Mutual support in developing this industry is important. So even though we're really busy, we'll find the time to work with partners to just try and build that kind of total experience for people being in the Tweed Valley.
What do visiting mountain bikers require when staying overnight in the Tweed Valley? Let's find out from a hotel in Peebles that has gone above and beyond to cater for them.
Well, I'm Kate Innes. I'm one of the owners of the Tontine Hotel. Ex-coaching inn, 36 bedrooms, loads of food and beverage facilities, smack in the middle of Peebles High Street.
And how do you welcome mountain bikers?
Well, mountain bikers are great customers. So, it's very easy to welcome them. They tend to stay here in groups. They tend to be really undemanding. They're just looking for a super secure bike store. They're looking for comfy beds, great food, quite often sizable portions of food.
What facilities do you have here to welcome mountain bikers?
Okay, well, number one, super secure bike store. And developing mountain biking in Scotland actually helped us by giving us a wee grant that we were able to utilise by building effectively gates within a garage. They're very, very secure. We have individual locks, we have CCTV. Number two is things like great food, good beers, good cocktails, good wines.
And how do you collaborate with other service providers in the local area?
Well, one of the keys in this area is we're part of the consortia which is Goatweed Valley. It's about knowledge of the product and getting more knowledge. It's about making sure that the future is secure and helping to guide that. And it's within that you can actually get to know, for example, bespoke cycles in Peebles, Adrenaline Uplift, Dirt School, all the other sort of bike facilities around the Tweed Valley.
Kate mentioned Goatweed Valley and the importance of understanding the overall product to better welcome visiting mountain bikers. Let's find out a little more about Goatweed Valley.
So my name's Emma Guy. I'm the project coordinator for Goatweed Valley, which is a tourism business improvement district.
And how has that changed things?
We've actually been really successful in accessing public funding, which has really helped with, marketing the destination and just, making people more aware of the Tweed Valley and what we can offer in terms of adventure tourism. There are a lot of businesses that maybe need some guidance on how to engage with that market. That's our job, to point them in the direction of other businesses or of organisations like DMBinS that can help them if they want to develop their offer.
And it's become an international destination for hosting events as well. We've got the Enduro World Series here. How has that had an effect?
It's huge and will be massive. So I think we will start to see the EWS as a springboard for almost accelerating the destination. And I think a lot of businesses already are seeing the benefit. It's images of this amazing, beautiful valley being beamed all around the world, and those athletes from all corners of the globe going home and saying what a great welcome they had, what a great place the Tweed Valley is.
How can local businesses actually prepare to cater for the athletes and the events that are coming here?
We're lucky in the Tweed Valley because we do have organisations like the Tourism Bid and like DMBinS that can help businesses to prepare for these massive events.
And what are those actual athletes looking for? What do the people who are coming to the valley really need?
They need the facilities to make it easy for them. So, just simple things like safe bike storage, bike washing. If the weather's not great, then they need places to wash and dry their kit. But also it's kind of information. Where do they go to buy food? Where are the good food places? If we can signpost those athletes to using local services, then they'll have a really positive experience, which is fantastic for the destination as well. But with EWS, we're putting the Tweed Valley on the map as a holiday destination, and when people go on holiday, they have holiday money, they want to take something home as a memento from that destination. So it's more an experience of a place than just of some great trails. So I think that's going to be the difference with an event like EWS, which is an international event, and with the Cycling World Champs as well. And that's why we really have to get ready and capitalise on them by working together.
Awareness of the Tweed Valley is key to bringing more riders to visit. But what are riders looking for? And what could be improved to ensure the Tweed Valley continues to grow as a mountain bike destination?
Well, my name's Gordo Hodge. I'm the director of Adrenaline Uplift.
And over the last couple of years, how have you seen participation numbers increase?
We're seeing upwards of 20,000+ riders per year.
And what do you think has actually had a surge in that growth? What's making people come to the Tweed Valley for mountain biking?
The trail network that we have in the Tweed Valley is phenomenal. It's a good vibe as well, you know, when you rock up into this area. It's got a sort of like alpine feel to it. And then 2020 happened, and we've seen a lot of people who couldn't travel abroad and they didn't know it was here. So I think we've seen maybe a 35 to 39% sort of increase in new faces, which is great.
What do you think the Tweed Valley needs to continue to grow as a destination and welcome more mountain bikers to come and visit?
Trail network is something that's super important. That's what mountain bikers are coming for. So if you look at what they come for first and you grow it from ground up, if we keep putting more time and effort into trails, accommodation, because people want to come for a little bit longer. You know, they want to arrive and have things like bike facilities, bike wash facilities, so bike room, they put tools in there, dehumidifiers.
How do you think the Tweed Valley as a destination could actually improve their experience for guests coming and visiting the area for the first time?
It's about being able to understand the guest and help them get more before they arrive. And then when they arrive, deliver it. Then when they leave, they'll come back and it'll grow. And they'll tell other people and more people will come. So whatever business is out there doing it, be it the accommodation providers or the bike shops, or it might be a travel company, whichever, give them that experience from the start.
We've heard and seen all the amazing trails on offer in the Tweed Valley. But who built them? How are they maintained? And what is required to ensure they are there for years to come?
I'm Neil Carnegie. My day job, I run the Alpine Bike Shop at Glentress. Outside of that, I ride bikes. I'm the Deputy Chair for the Tweed Valley Trail Association.
Tell me a bit about the history of the Trail Association.
It really just was born from a growth of user numbers on these unofficial trails. So they had gone over the preceding few years from being like a really niche activity that a small number of committed mountain bikers did. They weren't well mapped, they weren't well known about, and they were kind of like a little offshoot for the really keen mountain bikers. And then between visiting World Series races, local races and internet mapping, the word just got out about them and the usage levels went through the roof. And from that point on, really, there was always going to have to be some kind of formalised management. So the Trail Association popped up really organically from that.
What is so important for the Tweed Valley in having a Trail Association?
What I've always worried about as an unofficial digger is that this might not be sustainable. So you have all these trails go in, people put in these years of effort and it grows into something amazing, which is kind of what it's doing now. You can just look at Innerleithen. There's not one cafe now, there's 4. There's not one little bike shop now, there's 4. You can't get a table at a pub this year. It's just jumping, and it's jumping as a mountain bike resort. As a local rider, the trail riding has never been better, but you want to see that sustained. And while it's just a handful of people doing it unofficially, you just don't know if it will be. Can the trails be maintained well enough to keep that draw coming? Maybe, maybe not. Will they get closed down? Possibly. The point of the associations is to provide like the legal security, get them official, get them proved, get them part of the community and keep them maintained, keep them running so that it's not like a little golden age that falls off. It's just part of a growth cycle. And the associations are key for that. If it's not going to happen through them, it's not going to happen.
And how can local businesses come on board and actually support the Trail Association?
Awareness is great, republishing of things and sharing of things, and just goodwill is massive. But then we also do projects that need money. The really benchmark one that's just gone in now is that we've just improved the major access climb onto Capiston Forest. There was a really badly trashed half-kilometre section of bog that now has a really lovely machine-built access route. And that takes money. Donations from businesses are super welcome where they can afford it, or encouraging customers who use the trail network.
And what does the future hold for the Tweed Valley Trail Association?
More funded project, more volunteer man hours, hopefully more engagement.
What are the future plans for building the Tweed Valley as a mountain bike destination?
I think destination is the key word there, like keep building it as a kind of connected destination and looking at where it could do more, where we're kind of missing an offer, where things could be improved. But yeah, looking at that whole bigger picture, and I think people are coming together now really well to kind of see that. We've got Glen Tress Master Plan coming, which is going to deliver new trails at Glen Tress. We've got like Tweed Valley Trails Association looking to adopt more and more enduro trails or wild trails. We've also got the development mountain bike project in Inleben, which personally I'm working on hard to see delivered as well. So we're looking at exciting innovation centre and hopefully a bike park come through.
And how could that actually change Innerleithen as a destination for mountain bikers?
It raises that offer. You've got another attraction, so people are more likely to stay for 2-3 nights or even a week here. We've really got that much riding, and that's kind of maybe the final piece in the jigsaw to extend that kind of overnight stay. So people aren't coming for a day, they're going to stay overnight and they're going to stay 2 or 3 nights, and that's what we're trying to do with it.
Through developing mountain biking in Scotland, there's an unparalleled network to offer support for businesses who are already in this sector or those who wish to do more to take advantage of the opportunities. There is a dedicated team and expert resources available through project partners covering a range of areas as diverse as accommodation, marketing, events, partnership working, and further opportunities for training and funding. Get in touch to find out more.